Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today and welcome to this Christmas card making tutorial. This is the gorgeous card we're making, isn't it lovely? Look at all that lovely shine from the foil sheet and the stars. Very simple Merry Christmas card, very simple design. Now this designer series paper is the Elegant Pine Snowflake designer series paper. So that's the style we've done this time. We're going to do a slightly different pattern this time. So our card base is thick basic white, so a standard A4 sheet, cut in half and then folded in half to make a standard A6 card base. So let's stick this paper down. You can see all these snowflakes on the reverse. I've chosen this darker side with the berries and all the foliage. I think it's going to look really nice against the white. And then we've got our piece here of our snowflake, our little piece here that looks like a torn book piece sheet, and it's from this little die set called Just a Note Dies, and it's this big die here that makes this. Now I'm going to pop this up on some foam sheet. So our normal foam sheet normally has adhesive on both sides, but I don't have it up here with me in my filming desk. I've left it downstairs, so I'm going to use some of this stuff. And unfortunately this has adhesive on neither side, which is a right pain in the neck. But anyway, we are going to make it work. Okay. And you could use dimensionals, but I find I just need to use too many dimensionals on this. I like a lot of dimension on my, I like to use quite a bit of dimensionals. I don't just like to have a few. I want to make sure that thing is not going to flop in the centre. So now I'm just going to put some glue on the back. I'm just using some seal here. Cover the back in seal. And then I'm going to put this down. And then I'm going to cover this again in more seal. You could use Seal Plus as well. That would be perfect for this. Okay, and so now I'm going to just stick this down on the front of my card. That's an angle, I think, like that. That's lovely. And then we're going to use Merry Christmas. Now I've cut this out already from silver foil sheet, and this is the dies, also Words of the Season dies. And I've got everything here, and I'm just going to bring in my silicone mat if I can. See if it helps me today. Okay. Sorry if you heard something just then. I think we had an absolute minuscule path cut. So I'm just taking my glue on the sheet and then rubbing my die through it, and I think that's going to be the easiest way for me to do this. And that's the first bit of Christmas. Let's find the C. It's got to be here somewhere. Where's the C gone? Found the C. It was hiding from me. Still in the die. So I'm going to put this down here. You could use tweezers here, but today fingers are going to work better for me, I just know. And then I'm going to put a tiny dot. That's enough where I want the eye to be. And this dot of the eye is extremely small, I tell you. And don't have a coughing fit while you're doing this, otherwise you'll never find it again. Okay, so I actually used a different dot for the eye. It was actually a little piece that came out of the die. And it was just a slightly bit bigger and just made much easier to work with. So I'm going to put some more glue down here. And then just make sure all the bits are popped out, which they are. And then I'm going to put Merry here. One of those days where however hard I try, I'm going to get covered in glue, so I've given up trying not to be, in the hope that that will make life easier. Okay, there we go. Right, let's clean this up. That just cleans up with a towel. Let's put our snips back. I miss that we don't sell snips anymore. Now, just to hold this in place, because I can see it's wanting to rise in places, I'm just going to take my block, my biggest block like that, and just put it over the top. And while it's doing that, I'm going to take my little punch here, and this is the little chair punch set, and there's 3 punches in it. One is a star, one is a Christmas tree, and one is a stocking. And I'm just going to punch maybe 5 stars here, just out of some scrap. Let's see. There we go. I'm just seeing I've got 5 stars. Ugh. Told you they keep wanting to run away from me. No, I did have 5. I promise you I had 5. Where that other one has gone. There it's hiding. Right. Let's stick these little stars down before they can get into any more mischief. Sorry about the squeaks. Let's bring this back here and let's decide where we want to put our stars. I'm going to have one there. And then we'll see. I think that's actually enough big stars. We'll save those for another day. And then I'm going to finish off, I think, with just some of these. Now, these were the red and white peppermints. I don't know if they're still current or not. Sometimes things go out of stock and I don't realise it or retire. But there are plenty of other embellishments on the Stampin' Up site. So just to have a look around and see. I'm just going to add a few. Just like that. I think that's enough, as good as a feast. So there are our 2 cards. I hope you like them. Very simple Christmas cards. Very simple design, I think very elegant. So if you want more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post, and you'll find the links to that in the description box below. If you have enjoyed this video, I'd be most grateful if you could give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is much appreciated. It really is, I promise you. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.